It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tyrone Lowe. This is my show, The Legends. I want to thank everybody that's actually tuning into my show, giving me feedback and showing me love. And on the show today, I have somebody that I've actually bonded with, and we share the same wavelength. She's almost like my partner in crime. And I give you Alicia Reygn Patterson. Hey, Alicia.
Hey, how you doing, Tyrone?
Right now, how you feeling, girl?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Glad to be here.
Welcome to my show, The Legends. So we're going to talk about it from the beginning because you wear a lot of hats. And sometimes I see things you're doing. I'm like, how does she get the energy to actually do all this? You know,
I'm exhausted all the time. That's all. That's
so as a child growing up, how was your childhood? I mean, you know,
it was cool. My mother sang. She used to open up for people. It was good. I have a brother. As far as singing is concerned, my whole family, they sing. So I was the one that was kind of stuck with singing. All the boys, so sexist. All the boys learned instruments.
Right.
They didn't let me learn an instrument. They was like, no, you're going to sing. So, I just started singing and with my mom and different people. I've known how to sing background harmony since I was like 8.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very good at harmony. Been writing songs since I was about 10 or 11. I used to just write stupid songs for no reason. And, that's how it really all just started. And in church, of course. Yeah, and singing in church. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So when did you actually decide to actually say, well, hey, I'm going to do this for real? You know, when am I actually going to put that energy in?
It was a fluke, actually. I needed money for college. And they wasn't trying to give me money. It wasn't like I was rich or anything. They just was trying to. So I entered this this showcase kind of thing, but he was paying, so I did it. And that was actually when I started doing it like by myself. I always did background for people, which was fine with me. Still fine with me. But that was when I started being more solo.
And also doing it, you've traveled the world with a lot of major artists, and you want to tell the viewers who some of them.
Well, I traveled with mostly oldies groups, like I did the Platters. I did what is it? What's them? Don't Mess with Bill. Who is that? I can't think. The Marlette. I did background with for KRS's one wife. Simone. I did little things here and there, it's not like I can say I did background for Michael Jackson, but that was on the bucket list, but I guess it's off the bucket list now.
You have a passion for children, but before we get into that and stuff, let's talk about you and your projection of with the picture that you're actually painting for yourself in general.
Okay, I like my ego isn't in my voice, so I really want to be able to sing when I want to sing. Yeah, sing when it's fun for me. I mean, I've made the most money singing, doing weddings and everything else. But that's really what I want to do as far as vocally. But as far as like my picture, as you know, I have a TV station, Reign TV. It's on Roku. I'd like to take that station and be able to help artists to be in a situation where they can make money, And so I'm over here trying to just get artists for the station so that we can build up the following and the subscription and the views and everything. And so at the end, I can actually pay them, artists, because artists go through, they get videos done, they get their music done, they get all this stuff done. And a lot of times nobody makes money, but I wanted to create a situation where everybody could get paid and you don't got to be Beyonce. You know what I'm saying?
That's
where
cool.
you just, you know, so that's what Reign TV is about. But that's my projection for that. I know we're going to talk about the kids later, but as far as my TV thing, that's and you know, we'll talk about the kids later. But yeah,
you know, I happen to be on your show, so but I forgot to give you my account and router number. So
yeah, you know. We got to get 10,000 subscribers. I just started 2 months ago, and we're already up to 300, so that's really good. But we got to get 10,000 subscribers and 1,000 views a day, so we could do that. And I figure the more people come on, we can make it happen, and I could pay everybody. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I want to be at. Yeah, and it's the music also.
So she's talking to you viewers about actually if you're an artist or you're doing something that's magnificent, get on her platform because she's a real genuine person. From what I, you know, we talked about this TV show before it even started. So I applied myself to the best of my ability, and I'm doing my share as well, you know. So, you know, support the sister on that, you know.
Thank you so much.
So you were actually a bus driver for like 15 years?
15 long years. I loved it. I love the kids. I love the kids. The kids, I can't say any, even the little bad kids. I was okay with the little bad one. To me, that just showed personality. And then I knew how to handle them, so it wasn't a big deal. But yes, I was a school bus driver for 15 kids. Like they said, you don't leave the job, you leave the bosses. And it just got to be too political in New York City doing driving a school bus. It got crazy. I was like, you know. So, but I enjoyed it. It gave me a lot of time to spend with the kids that I love. My birthday is August 29th, the same day as Michael Jackson. And I said, I'm not weird like him, but I do like kids.
You know, being a mother of 5, how did you actually get to actually channel out everything that you did do? You know, I mean,
well,
was it easy? Was it
that
easy?
I mostly put most of my energy into my kids when they were growing up. You know, it was like always, making sure this one is doing this, making sure all 5 of them went to college.
Right.
It was, let's say that was my job. I don't feel like kids are here, you know, for your pleasure. They're here for you to guide them and get them in the right, you know, on the right path. And I have to say, I'm very proud of them. They all are doing great. They all are wonderful people, and God has blessed me. And I'm not trying to say like anybody else don't put their time into their kids. I'm just saying that God has blessed me, you know, to have really good kids. So
you're virtually doing you right now. And that's a good thing, you know.
That's it. I call this part 2.
Okay, that's what's up.
Part 2.
You also you've done some solo tracks as well. And when we take a break, we're definitely going to hear one. But let's talk about the track that you sent me, and how did that come about?
Okay.
Let's make it juicy.
I have a producer, Perry McNeil, and he sent me a track. He's always people always ask me to write songs. They send tracks and all stuff. But he sent me this track, and I really love the track. And I told him, I said, I really like the track. Now, I hardly ever say, I want to write to this track. If you hear me say that, that's like, I really like the track. Okay. So I wrote to the track, and what I wanted to write was something about love, because I write love songs when I'm writing R&B, but I wanted to write something about, I call it old people love that you've been around with the person for a very long time, and you guys are still happy, you know, stuff that people don't write about. So that's where I came up with City Love. That's what it's about. It's about, you know, just being in love for like years and years, and he still gets you, you know, that kind of thing. So it
was actually based on life experience in a sense.
Well, yeah.
Well, it's good to, you know what? It's good to know that he still got you. Well, listen, you know, we're going to actually take a break and come back, and we're going to listen to Alicia's track. It's called City Love. And stay tuned. We'll be right back.
For the love of house.
The dynamic soul sounds of DJ Tyrone Lowe. dynamic soul sounds of DJ Tyrone Lowe.
Alicia Reygn. Hey, hey, hey. City love, city, city, city love, crazy, crazy, city love, city, city, city love, crazy, crazy. He meets me at the subway at 5, don't wanna drive. I'm so excited, he still makes me feel so alive. He holds my hand like he did when we were kids. Everyone can tell he's mine, and I am his. We know people watching, so we try to keep it chill. Work days so hard, every moment is preciously real. In a city where so many can find this peace from above, we found a strength in each other in this crazy city love. City love. Distractions everywhere. Breaking up and walking away. We've been there, but love was strong, so we just say, I'm not that young girl that he met long ago. He's not that young boy, but he's a Greek god, this I know. Grinding, working hard, making money, tearing us apart. In a city where we are busy making time to be so hard. I'm so glad we found this peace from up above. We found the strength in each other in this crazy city love. City love. City love. Crazy city love. City love. Hey, distractions everywhere. City love. People don't care. City love. In a city that doesn't sleep, he can't have anyone but he chooses me. City love. People always breaking up. We are gonna make it in this crazy city love. City love. Hey, all about this love. All about love. All about this crazy love.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
Turn around. You ain't really down.
Really now?
Playing the games you do. Someday, everything will be alright. I know that different people make the world go round.
Because of you, my dreams are coming true.
That erases my rainy day.
Right now. I don't care who's watching.
For whatever the reason there might be.
With you, love by my side, the world will be mine. You're the one for me.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm back. This is Tyrone Lowe with my show, The Legends, and I have Alicia Reygn Patterson. Alicia, let me ask you a question. You know, tell the viewers about the After Wave experience, the program that you put together, because after you talk about it, we're going to collaborate. We're going to actually speculate on it because it's something that's very serious that I think is futuristic for the kids right now.
Okay, at the Wave. Okay, I have a company called Sound Through Music. Sound Through Music is an educational entertainment company. At the Wave actually is a play. It's a musical that teaches about sound. It teaches about the four elements of sound, how sound travels. You know, the basic information about sound. The At the Wave experience is, it's not the play, it's me. Like I have a thing I do that's like an hour for little kids like 5. And then I also have a, At the Wave experience for like kids from 7 to 10 that involves a book that I wrote that teaches everything. It has experiments in it. It has all kinds of stuff in it. And it also has a box that comes with it for all the experiments so that you could do all the experiments. So At the Wave, you know, it's evolved into a lot of things. I have coloring books. It's a way to teach kids with music, you know, and you know the way that they learn, you know, like we did Schoolhouse Rock. Remember, we still know what conjunction, junction, what's that function. We know all of that.
Right.
Now,
Okay.
so you know, it's a way to teach science, and that's what Sound Through Music is, really teaching science with the aid of music. My next thing is I'm doing is atmosphere. And I did a song already about humidity, which I love. I can't wait to get that one go. And I did one about thunder too. Thunderclap. Do the thunderclap clap. So yeah, so I tried to do it really fast. Okay.
You know, the way that kids are actually being brought up today are, I wouldn't say that they're really authoritarians, because the way the system is has them integrated in a way where they're actually not followers. You know, they're you know, you raised 5 kids, and so your experience to other mothers right now, is anything that you can actually tell them to keep them on that first base, you know, so they can just go around the circle to hit home base?
Well, all I can really say, there's certain things that because I get questions, you know, like how did you do it? I have one, and I'm crazy. Well, the thing is that it's okay to discipline your kids. The society has taught you that you can't hardly have say anything to your kids no more without you being scared that something is going to happen to you. And it's okay. And also, if it's not cute at 2, if it's not cute at 10, it's not cute at 2. In other words, discipline don't start the minute that you know the kid is 10 years old. Now you want to tell them something. No.
Right.
You know, discipline starts when you're young. You know, you are molding a person. You get a blank slate. Whatever you put on that chalkboard is what's going to be on there.
Right.
Whatever you allow other people to put on that chalkboard is what's going to be on there. I didn't allow people to curse around my kids. I'm sorry. Yeah, they start cursing, I take my kids. People say, oh, you think your kids are better? No, I just don't like the way you're doing things, and I don't want my kids to think that's okay. You know? So
you feel that atmospheric conditions has a lot to do with the way that they're actually their mindsets?
yeah, well, you have to take advantage of that. You know, you're really getting play. You know what I'm saying? You really are. You know, yeah, they may have some attitudes that may be DNA connected. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what they are because they're from you. You know, so don't be surprised. But you have to really be your kid's first hero. And you really have to roll with that. But a hero that isn't always, they don't do everything always nicely.
Right. I hear you.
They have to be, you know, straight up with who they talking to, you know. So you have to be your kid's first hero. And I tell people that all the time.
So now we're going to make a transition back to the music. Any upcoming tracks that you want to tell the viewers about, or anything that you might be working on that they should actually know about?
Well, I will be doing some online courses for the kids. Like I said, I do one that's like an hour. That's like for 5-year-olds to like 7, and we sing the songs and they learn the principles of the song. And I have one that's like for 2 weeks. That's a actual workshop that I can do with kids for 2 weeks. I'll be putting that on my site. you know, that's what I'm working on now. I've gotten everything together. I just have to basically just put it out there to do it. That's basically it. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing now. Mm-hmm.
Have you ever done any acting or anything like that? Or did you ever want to put your hands in that?
No. I had a play. And I'll tell you, with the play, I wrote the play. And I had never written a play. This is something else I want to tell people. Don't ever say what you can't do. I wrote the play. The play has been to BAM. It's been to just all off Broadway. This play went a lot of different places. I never wrote a play. I didn't even know the format was messed up. Then I met Shelley Garrett. And Shelley Garrett, we became friends. He looked at my play and he was like, "You didn't write this right." And you know what he did? He took my play. I miss that man. He took my play and rewrote it for me to make sure that it was in the right format. So when I give it to people, I'd look correct. Because I never did it. So no, I never wanted to act. But I could tell you what I want, though. I know what I want to see, but I never really wanted to do it, you know. But
So let me ask you, how do your children react to the things that you do right now? I'm sure they give you some type of feedback. You know, my mom, you know what I'm saying? So let's talk about that.
Yeah, it's a little crazy. It's a little crazy because the thing with them is that they're really like into their own thing. So, and then they've known me to be this way like all their lives. So it's really not a big deal. Like I remember my daughter, that's whose house I'm at now. She's a doctor now, right?
Right.
When she was in school, she would say, "Yeah, my mom is in a band." And to her, it's not a big deal. Yeah, you know, she got a gig, she's in a band, whatever. She would tell her friends, and it's like, I think she was in Spelman then. She was like, "Your mom is in a band?" And they were like, yeah, she's in a band. And so it's like, it wasn't a big deal, you know. So to them, they've known me like to be this way like forever. So to them, it's like, it's just Ma, she doing what she do all the time, you know. Yeah.
I admire your energy because you got your hands in so many things, you know, and it might take another half an hour to talk about other things that you do as well. But, you know, I'm flattered to have you on my show. And for some reason, the way that we met, I think it was just God sent. You know, we talked about certain things. We talked about spirituality. We talked about mindset. We talked about projection, you know, and staying away from those that has that negative spirit, you know.
That's it.
You know,
I will block you. On Facebook, I have people have what they call them, trial periods with me. Give me, you got 3 times to put some up here. I'm like, block.
So, Alicia, any shout outs to anyone?
Oh, basically, the next track you're gonna play, it's called "Music is Science, Science is Life." Patrick Adams did that track.
Oh, really?
You know who Patrick Adams is? He
Black
produced
Ivory, man. Come on,
Black
man.
Ivory. You know, he did Push in the Bush, Turn the Beat Around. He's one of my favorite people in the world. We talk almost every other day. He did that track. So yeah, so shout out to him. Shout out to Perry McNeil. Shout out to everybody that's helping me with Reign TV. I appreciate you all. And shout out to you. Thank you for having me. Like, for real, Tyrone. It's so nice.
Well, listen, this has been another T-Love video production, and this is my show, The Legends. And I have my guest, Alicia Reygn Patterson. So support her on all the things that she's trying to do. Look her up, get the website, you know, watch her show, and stay tuned for another episode. See you guys later.
Bye, everybody.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
We got some fun people in the house tonight.
This is our house.
where sound waves are free. Give me a call at the wave, you can meet me and see me. It's all about science. Come on, get ready to have some fun. You'll know all about it when the party is done. When it's science and it's fun, then the battle is won. It's all about science.
Meet me at the wave, where we love to dance and jump around. Meet me at the wave, where we play and sing with words of sound. Meet me at the wave, the time is now, let's have some fun. Meet me at the wave, at the wave, at the wave, at the wave. Science, science, life. Music is science, science is life.
All about science.
Music is science, science is life.
Learning and things.
Music is science, science is life.
Yes, sir.
Meet me at the wave. Music is science, science is life.
Say again.
Meet me at the wave.
Come on.
Music is science, science is life.
Bible. Yes. All about science. Learning and things. Yes, sir.
Meet me at the wave.
Say again.
Meet me at the wave.
Come on.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
We got some fun people in the house tonight.
This is our house. It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.